No, because why do you have her in the kitchen cooking? You don't think that's weird? You don't think that's weird, bro?
Ain't nothing. Hey, what's weird about this?
Because she's only 8. She don't need to be in the kitchen learning how to cook.
I know how to cook like any other
Bro,
female.
she in here seasoning chicken. How does she? Listen, you got her cutting up broccolini.
You don't want your daughter to know how to cook? Didn't you know how to cook at a young age?
It doesn't matter. My mom taught me how to cook, not my dad.
She don't have to depend on nobody when she get home. She don't need to depend on
Okay, so
nobody.
I just don't want you in here teaching her how to cook. Simple. She asking you a fucking question.
Right there, cut it right there.
And then you just sitting here not doing shit. You can't at least make the noodles. You in here not doing nothing. You just sitting around looking fucking crazy. Got this little girl in here cooking. Then she leaving stuff like you think you know what you talking about. You don't know what you talking about.
Go ahead.
Just don't again.
How you doing?
Call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. I want to say double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who teach and rule well. I also want to say shalom to the brothers that's out there teaching and preaching this truth across the 4 winds. And shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, so this video right here that you just saw, you know, it's about Jake Eve, you know, doing what Jake Eve does, causing an uproar in the house for no reason, you know, pushing her issues, her mental issues off on other people, the baby, the man, you know, and you know, I'm just go ahead and get to the scriptures, man. I'm just go ahead and get to the scriptures. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which is your wife of your nation, you know, your woman of your nation, which would not venture to set the sole of her feet upon the ground for delicacy, for delicateness. Meaning what? She was treated like royalty, right? Once upon a time, she was treated like royalty. She knew she was royalty. She wasn't, you know, she wasn't walking around with dusty flip-flops and stuff like that all over the place like she does now, right? And tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son and her daughter. You see right there, she's being evil towards her husband, and especially towards her daughter. Well, especially both of them, really, you know. But what I've grown to learn is, more than likely, with a lot of cases, you know, from my experience, the woman more than likely she's jealous of her daughter, man. You see how it says her eyes shall be evil towards her husband and her daughter? Her eyes evil because it could be multiple reasons, but like I said, from what I witnessed, when an Israelite woman did not have her father in her life, or he wasn't around as much, they didn't really have that bond that she would like. And she grows up and she finds a man and hopes and dreams and aspirations of having a healthy, happy family. And she have a daughter, and she start to realize that man that she loved that little girl so much, and she getting the love that she never received. She wasn't expecting to feel that way. She didn't know she was that damn jealous. She can't even express or admit that she's jealous. She ain't even gonna cut to the chase and just get it out the way. So you know how they say, like in therapy or whatever, if you can admit what the problem is, then we can, you know, it's steps to it to solve the issue, right? But she can't even admit what the issue is. She's not gonna say that, oh yeah, I'm jealous of my daughter and the love her father and her have, because I never received that from my father. So it triggers something in me. She don't know how to look within herself and be empathetic or vulnerable with herself to fix that situation within herself. That's a curse. You see what I'm saying? It's a curse. And it plagues the household. It plagues the family. It triggers the daughter. It puts that vibration on the daughter. Like right now, the daughter thinking, she's not making no expression or nothing. Maybe she's not gonna say nothing right now, but in her mind, she like, hey, my mama is crazy. But as she get older, the daughter kind of emulates the mother until she gets a little bit wiser. If she does, that she realizes, oh, I'm tripping. I'm acting like my mom. I need to snap out of it. A lot of times they don't do that, you know. But this is what we have to deal with in this wicked ass place we call America, you know. Under these curses, man. This is what we deal with. This is one of the many things that we dealing with these women. They don't even know what's wrong with them. You know? And she telling the man he ain't doing nothing. He obviously giving instruction. He is doing something. You know, talking about he ain't doing shit. He like, the dude's clearly doing a good job of giving his daughter instruction. You know, he's prepping her really on how to be a wife and how to serve her man. Right? So, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's a great thing. That's a healthy thing. That's a beautiful thing. That's a healthy bond, a healthy relationship to have with father and daughter, right? But if you got the mother in the way, she kind of pokes at that and pulls at that because she wants to be the leader. She wants to be the one to set things in play and say, I did this. She wants to take the credit. A lot of women would take credit for shit that they didn't even do. She could be in the kitchen. She could just walk in the kitchen and they doing all the work. She hands somebody a fork. She did one little thing like that. She'll say she did it. Basically, she done it all. She want all the credit. I've seen people like that. Like, you ain't do shit. I mean, she'll tell everybody else that they ain't do shit. You know, it's an ego thing. But where am I? Okay. So it says, this is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 3:9. For the blessing of the father, that was what she was receiving right there, is what the father was establishing. The blessing, right? He was blessing his daughter with knowledge on how to take care of a household, how to serve her man, how to serve herself, how to be self-sufficient within the home, you know. Giving her a hobby, giving her something, a skill, giving a way, an outlet for her to be creative, you know, because it's an art, right? It's what they call it, culinary arts. It's an art. It's a beautiful way for someone, especially a woman, who has a very detailed mind, creative mind, to be creative in the kitchen, amongst many things. I'm not saying that women should only be in the kitchen. I don't believe that. I don't think that. I think women could be in the kitchen and many other places too, and still be very feminine and you know, being creative, doing what her father established, right? That blessing it says, for the blessing of the father established the household of children, right? He's establishing the household. But what happens? But the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations, right? He put down a foundation right there for that little girl. And she want to come and uproot, you know, that foundation. She want to take them planks and them slabs and that concrete up out that ground, right? That man and that daughter was placing. He was showing the daughter how to place it. He was doing brick by brick, and he was showing her how to lay the bricks. But she want to come and, you know, take a shovel and kick the bricks that ain't all the way cemented down and all the way dry. You know what I mean? She want to kick the ones that's still moist, I forgot what it's called, but yeah, she want to just, you get what I'm saying? She just want to tear it down, man, just to be destroying something, because that's a part of the wicked nature of a woman, you know. It's just what the Lord put in a woman that they have to fight and conquer. It's just something that the woman has to learn to conquer and realize that is a curse. All right, this is Proverbs 25. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house, right? Being all over the house with a brawling woman who like to throw shit at you, cuss and fuss and mess up everybody's day. Mess up the baby day, mess up the daddy day, mess up the dog day, kick the cat. You just pour some damn dog food, cat food, and water for the animals. And what's she do? Coming in there stumping and thumping and upset and not paying attention and accidentally kick the damn dog food and shit. Don't even have the decency to pick this shit up. You pick that shit up. I don't give a fuck. Mad about nothing. You know? Just dumb shit. Don't even apologize. She think about it. I thought about it. Damn, just the thought of that made me madder. Like, that's how they is. Like, they stupid. They thought about it. I thought about that shit and fuck, I'm even more mad. I'm gonna kick the dog this time. Fuck it, I'm doing it on purpose. Yeah, that's how stupid they is, man. Like, all of them curses make a woman dumb. Yeah, she's just like the man said. She was taught young. So what's the problem? She was taught young on how to cook. She would say, yeah, but that's by my mother. Okay, he's the father. Why is that a problem? It's a problem because she's just a bitter punk baby bitch. That's why. She just don't know how to regulate herself. She don't want to learn how to regulate herself. She just want to be a punk ass bitch who is a fatherless child, and she wants to put her pain and trauma and hurt on other people. She want to make other people feel the way she been feeling her whole life, and that is what we call a curse. All right, that is evil. That's evil as hell, man. Especially to do it to a child, and especially to do it to your own child. Shouldn't you want better? But no, they don't want their daughters to be better than them. You know? But hey, I'm gonna end this video right here. I'm gonna say, call Allah Imla, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Hashem, Ukah Kwadash, Shalom.